What if fear, division, and your own consent were weaponized, not just to control you, but to make you believe you're free? The psychological architecture of subjugation. The erosion of liberty is seldom executed by force alone. It is more often induced through a sustained campaign of psychological manipulation, where fear becomes currency and division the delivery system. When populations are fragmented by ideology, identity, or contrived threats, they are easier to control and less inclined to organize in pursuit of common interests. This fragmentation is not accidental. It is an administrative strategy. Fear, whether of war, disease, poverty, or the other, becomes the legal tender of centralized authority. By amplifying threat narratives, institutions acquire public acquiescence for surveillance, taxation, and war. Footnote: this section explores the deliberate use of fear as a means to gain compliance from the public through psychological and institutional manipulation. Manufactured consent and the compliance economy. In modern governance, consent is not merely granted, it is manufactured. From the corporate press to algorithmically optimized news feeds, public opinion is not shaped organically, but engineered through repetition and behavioral psychology. The compliance economy thrives when individuals are taught to view authority as virtue, obedience as safety, and dissent as deviance. Surveillance becomes not only accepted but desired. Taxation is reframed as social justice. War becomes humanitarian intervention. This is not liberty. It is curated servitude, masked in benevolent language. Footnote: the public's willingness to submit is fostered through cultural engineering that reframes authoritarianism as civic virtue. Liberty, a forgotten discipline. Liberty is not a static gift from government, but a discipline practiced by sovereign individuals. It requires intellectual rigor, legal awareness, and moral courage. Yet as systems grow in complexity and the mechanisms of finance and law grow opaque, the average citizen is incentivized to outsource their responsibility, to become a managed subject rather than an autonomous actor. The loss of liberty, then, is not only a product of external control, but of internal atrophy. A society that forgets how to be free will not remain free. Footnote: freedom requires personal responsibility and constant vigilance, both of which are in decline under modern dependency culture. Reclaiming the private sphere. The legal fiction of the public now conceals an administrative corporate matrix designed to standardize behavior and eliminate individuality. Courts operate as private commercial entities. Governments function as contractual service corporations. To reclaim liberty, one must first exit the public theater and re-establish their standing in the private. This begins by understanding one's legal personhood, reclaiming title to labor and property, and forming alliances with other competent individuals who reject synthetic authority. Sovereignty is neither permitted nor granted. It must be declared and lived. Footnote: the pathway to liberty lies in re-establishing private autonomy and withdrawing consent from artificial governance structures.